Welcome geniuses, I'm Genie, your best buddy for A-levels. In this channel, we'll bring you to explore the secret formula behind success.
Hi, welcome back. So in this video, we are moving into macroeconomics, which is chapter 4 and chapter 5 in your AS syllabus. And I am starting it with a very popular topic, a must-know topic, which is inflation. Before my next video telling you like how to explain demand pull and cost push inflation, I would like to introduce you how to measure inflation. The measure of inflation is known as CPI, which is Consumer Price Index. Okay, now, Consumer Price Index, it is used to measure the average prices of a basket of goods. Inflation is not a rise in the price of one good. It is a rise in the price of a basket of goods that most of the citizens consume in the country. Therefore, when this basket of goods has a change in price, it will be reflected through your CPI. And by calculating the rate of change in your CPI, you can tell what is the inflation rate in the country year to year. So now let's understand the CPI first, yeah? Now, I will guide you in a way like you can understand CPI in such a method, yeah? Let's say year one, we quote year one as base year. When we want to find out the changes in prices throughout a period of time or whatever, we always need to select a suitable base year, okay, to compare with, okay? And usually the base year will come with index of 100. And I put it this way, okay, in year one, the average price to buy this basket of goods is 100 bucks. So I put it in such a way, yeah, so to make it easier for you to understand. And therefore, that's how we start with. And in year two, this basket of goods and services, in order to buy the same basket, you need to spend 104, meaning that price level rises. This shows that the country is experiencing inflation in year two. Then moving on, in year three, the basket is now cost you 105. Your cost of living rises. Again, meaning to say general prices rise and the prices is higher than the previous year. So we are experiencing inflation again. And the following year, you see 108, meaning that more expensive. Yes, again, it is inflation. However, you see in year 5, the basket is cheaper compared to year 4. Then we can tell the price level fall compared to the previous year. Then this situation, we call it deflation. Likewise, in year 6, it is still a deflation because the prices is cheaper than the previous year. So now, in order to confirm or to identify whether the country is experiencing inflation and deflation, we are checking year to year. So this year compared to the previous year, and the previous year compared to the previous year again. Okay, so therefore, to decide whether we are experiencing inflation or deflation, we compare with the previous year. What happened to the CPI in the previous year? But guys, CPI provides us another point of view. CPI can also give us a reflection or picture like throughout these years. In 6 years' time, your basket is actually more expensive because in year 1, the same basket costs you 100, but in year 6, the same basket costs you 103. So overall, over the period of time, your goods and services are more expensive. However, another thing is you can tell is the prices in year 6 is still comparatively lower than year 5, year 4, year 3, and year 2. Okay, that's the general understanding of CPI. Okay, now you will need to grab a calculator and let's do this. Okay, the rate of change in your average prices refers to your inflation rate. And as mentioned, inflation rate is year to year. Okay, now, of course, year 1, we have nothing to compare with, so we cannot tell what is the inflation rate. And in order to find out your second years, what is the inflation rate, from 100 to 104, it is very simple, but yet I still need to show you the formula, yeah? So you need to use the new year prices to minus the old year prices over the old prices multiplied by 100. So 104 minus 100 over 100 multiplied by 100%. So this year your inflation rate is 4%. By doing so, you won't get the answer wrong. In the third year, although the CPI is higher than the second year, it simply shows that the country is experiencing inflation, but the rate of change is actually lower. So how to prove? 105 minus 104 over 104 multiplied by 100%. If I'm not wrong, you will get like somewhere around 0.96%. So approximately, if I am not wrong. Okay, now jot down. This year, the inflation rate is lower than previous year. This situation, we call it disinflation. It's not like we are not having inflation, it's just that the prices rose at a slower rate. Okay, the prices is still rising, but then rise at a slower rate compared to the previous year. So this is what we call disinflation, okay? Learn this new term. And again, guys, I leave this to you to calculate the inflation rate, but the formula again, 108 minus 105 multiplied by 100. And if you look at the second one, we know that this is deflation based on what we learned previously. Then you see 105 minus 108 divided by 108 multiplied by 100%. You will get negative figure. So things that I want to tell you, when you have negative inflation rate, meaning that your prices is not rising, your prices is falling. Okay, so now I do a short recap. Inflation happens when your prices rise compared to the previous year. Okay, this inflation happens when your prices still rising, but then rises at a slower rate compared to the previous year. Deflation happens when you have negative inflation rate. Is it all good? That's all for the understanding of CPI. And let's meet again in the multiple choice discussion for CPI. See you.
That's all for today's video. If you're interested in more genuine sharing by other geniuses, please subscribe to our channel and don't forget to turn on the notification bell, ding dong. Also, if you're struggling with one or two past year questions and the mark scheme just doesn't seem to help, Genie has got you covered. Feel free to let us know what question it is by filling in the Google form linked in the description below. GenieUs Hub will get genius teachers to fulfill your request for the solution. Genie will see you next time. Bye-bye.